Right, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make the springs for an FX magazines. So this is an M12 coach and a coach work thing, yeah. And I cut the thing off the end. I'll show you. So you need to cut the end off the coach bolt, yeah. And in this end you need a hole. You have to drill a hole in the end, yeah. So I'll show you why in a moment. So I'll tighten that up. There you go. That's tight. Oh, and of course, can you see? Oh yeah. So I've got this screwdriver because it's nice and easy with this. You have to run it really slowly when you're making the spring. So I put mine in this vise here with these protectors here. Doesn't need to be really tight, you know, just to hold it in place. But if you've got two people, one can hold this on a table. That's absolutely fine as well. Now, what I use is a piano wire. They've got it off. It's just piano wire, and the right size is a 22 gauge, and the company I get this off, it's called size 9. I don't know if that's standard all over the world, but 22 gauge in the UK, that's what this is. And when it comes, I think you get it on 3 meters or 9 meters, and it comes in a roll. Now this is an offcut I've got. I don't have any fresh rolls to show you, but I can demonstrate with this this offcut that I've got here. So when you're doing it, to make the spring, first of all you have to make sure the screwdriver is going backwards like this. So it has to be going backwards like that, so in reverse. And what you do is you get the end of the, oh, by the way, always wear some, and these gloves are dirty, but always wear some gloves when you're doing this, because these ends, they're quite sharp, and when they're flicking around and flicking off, they can catch your hand and break the skin. I've learnt that the hard way. So basically you get the end, poke it through, and bend it round on the back like that, so it gives it a bit of purchase. And what you're trying to do, make sure it's tight like mine isn't. So what I'm trying to do, oh, my things are coming off, there we go. So what I'm going to try and do is pull this down straight now, and then run it. Oh, it popped out. That happens if you don't get it wrapped through far enough. So let's try it again. Attempt 2. Okay. Just bend it another way, bend it out this way. I won't want to pull out that way surely. Right, bend it that way. Alright, get it in there good. And once you've got it started, it's quite easy, so you'll see. That's the wrong way. Alright, so okay, so I lied earlier, it has to go let me just check. Yeah, I'm going clockwise. I told you rubbish before, it's not anti-clockwise, it's clockwise. So you can see this. Oh, this one's not going to want to play. But basically you have to pull it tight. Let's try again. If all else fails, stick a bit more through like that, and bend it over the ends on there like that. Right. It's probably because this has already been made into a spring once, and I'm having trouble. Here we go. Right. So, and then there you go, and you let it feed up into the threads, just like that. Hold it tight. Let it go, and it's quite tricky when you get to the end. Sometimes I use pliers to hold the very end bit for the last section, just to keep it tight. And that's it. That's it now. That one's done. And then you let it go like that, and then you have to try and extricate the end. I'm going to do a fatal thing here now and take the glove off. I'll probably cut myself in. Basically, because I shoved it through extra tight. You can always snip it off if you want, but I'm going to try and poke it through again. Here we go. There you go. Now this one looks rough because it's one that it's an offcut that I abandoned from an earlier attempt. So this, I wouldn't use this in a magazine. But normally when you do it, off a long roll, you can do it all the way down here. And on this bolt's about, I don't know, 15 centimeters long. I can get 2 springs. And as you can see, the M12, and pulling it tight, when you release it, if you look at the diameter of this now, it's actually, I know it's a bit rough, but it's actually bob on for a standard FX magazine as well. So yeah, so it's just run it through this now. So it's clockwise, hole in the end. M12 bolt is just a coarse bolt for, you know, building a shed or something like that. And yeah, this one looks rough, but when you do a big long run of it, you'll abandon the bit that you put through, you'll just snip that off flush with the coil, and then at the other end just cut that off flush with the foil. And then to make your ends, all you'll do is get some pliers, and one end has to be turned upwards like that. That goes through the base of the magazine, and the other end you trim it off, and then you'll get some pliers on here, and you'll bend it outwards, kind of outwards like this, and that engages in the rotor. Okay, so I think that covers it. But by all means, let me know if you have any questions.